So there seems to be no greater topic that I teach that draws such animosity and hate than the Box and Whisker. And I never really understood why. It's actually kind of a neat topic, and it's not actually all that hard. What you have to do is this. Let's say these are the weights of, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The weights of some small lions, all right? Yeah. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have 12 small lines, all right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a box and whisker plot. And this thing very, very clever and looks at, what it really looks at is quartiles. And quartiles are super useful because it's 25%, 50%, and 75%. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find the median. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And so I count 6 up this way. And I count 6 this way. And what I get is 72 and 74. So I add 72 plus 74. And I'm going to divide that by 2, and that gives me 73, which means my median score is a 73. And what that means is half the scores, as a matter of fact, 6 of them, are less than 73. And half the scores, as a matter of fact, 6 of them, are greater than 73. So now, that's the median. That's halfway through. So now I'm going to take a look at my lower quartile. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I count 1, 2, 3, I get 68. 1, 2, 3, I get 70, which means I'm going to take 68 plus 70 and divide by 2, and I'm going to get 69. And that means that 25% of my scores are less than 69. 25% of my scores are between 69 and 73. And that's it. Now I'm going to find my upper quartile. So this is my quartile 1. This is really quartile 2. Now I count 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Ooh, I got a big split here. I have 81 plus 85 over 2. And that's going to give me an 83. And so this is quartile 3. This is 75% of the scores are less than 83. 25% are less than 69. 50% are less than 73. 75% are less than 83. Now, to find the interquartile range, you take 83 minus 69. Let's see. That's going to be 14 points. All right. And now, before I go on to outliers, I'm going to just graph this. So, if I had a number line, and by the way, you always use a ruler, unlike what I'm doing, and you also always use even intervals. All right. So I'm gonna have 58, 60. Oh goodness me, this is gonna be disastrous. Let's say 69, 73, 83. All right, so 58, 7. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be disastrous. I'm gonna have to get rid of this whole number line. And this is part of the problem with doing it on here, because I kind of am fanatical about this. It really does need to be done with a straight edge. I'm going to do the best I can with this right here. Let's see if I don't want to Skype anyone right now. Oh my goodness. Disaster. Oh, hopefully you're at least having a good time laughing at me. Oh, goodness me. All right, well. Oh, this might be my worst video ever. Alright, well, we're going to have a huge number line. Like I said, really do your best to use even, never rephrase that. Just use even intervals. Don't do your best. Make sure it happens. 100, 105, 110, and 115. Oh my goodness, this is it's the bane of my existence right now. I'm not proud of what I'm producing. Alright, so I would do 69, which would be my lower quartile, and it's a straight line using a ruler. 73 and 83. And the box represents my quartiles. This is my lower quartile, and I'll do this in blue. This is quartile 1, which you want to actually write. This is my median, which is quartile 2, and this is my upper quartile, which is quartile 3. It goes all the way out to 112, which is huge. Whoa! And it goes all the way down to 60, which is less huge. But there is something interesting about this. This is actually from 60 to 69. That's 25% of the squares right here. Here's another 25%. Here's another 25%. So here's 25, 25, 25, and here's my last 25%. And so there is a huge range between there and there. And that's where we come to outliers. If you take 1.5 times the interquartile range, you get 21, because 1.5 times 14, the interquartile range, equals 21 for this example. So if I take my third quartile, 83 plus 21, I get a 104, which means that this value, because it's 112, is an actual outlier. If I take 69 and I subtract 21, I get 48, which means that although 60 is a low score, it's not an outlier because it's not 1.5. It's not 1.5 times the interquartile range less than the first quartile, but this value is. So I'm going to erase a few things because I just want to make sure you get the point. I'm going to erase all of this. I'm going to erase these little arrows. I'm going to erase this work here. When I'm done with my box and whisker, which is drawn with a ruler with even intervals, then you would also need a title. Well, you'd say weight in kilograms, and you'd say weight of small lions, and that would be your, and you'd underline it with the ruler, and that would be your title. So that's it. Box and whisker, it's really not that bad. All right, enjoy.